Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. It is Friday, the 16th of July. The weekend is upon us. I hope you have an amazing one, by the way. I just want to say a big shout out to each and every one of you as well that continue to support the channel. We hit 5K, baby. And as promised, I'll shut up about it now until we get close to 10K. But what I won't be quiet about is liking this video. So make sure you like this video. And let's get into it. And this is the moment when I take a stand. So, guys, we're going to start, first of all, with the news that broke yesterday that Gianni Alioski is going to join up with them. It was tweeted out by Fabrizio Romano, a number of journalists. It looks like it's very close to being done. Patrick Van Aanholt deal fell through, which meant that Gianni Alioski, second choice, by the way, is going to move over to that side. Look, it's done. I don't know if it will be confirmed. It probably is going to. The fact that Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out as much, for me, means it's pretty much nailed on. He had a number of offers on the table, one of them being Leeds United. He can do what he wants. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing I can say that will articulate what my thoughts are on the situation. Like, at the end of the day, it's done. Everyone has their opinion on it. Mine is that it shouldn't be happening. But he's chosen to do it. That's fine. But now with me, that'll be Alioski off the Leeds United record book. That's my stance on the matter, just like it was with him back then, who, again, I don't like to even say his name. Not saying for 1 minute it's the same. I remember getting hammered on Twitter, social media. I've stayed away from it. I've stayed away from it for that very reason, because people take what you say and get out from it what they will. No way am I comparing the situation. No way am I saying it's anything like it. But just for me, and my opinion is that's it now. Ali-hoo. Okay? And that's all I'll say on the matter. I won't speak of him again, unless, of course, it turns out he doesn't join them and he goes somewhere else, and then I'll tell you when he's joined. But at the minute, no. Because you can't go from Leeds United to there. That's just my opinion. Others will disagree. And again, that's your opinion. I'm not going to ram mine down your throat. That's just how it is, you know. And I'm content with that. I'm content with that. Ask yourself the question, in 20 years' time, when the team that got us promoted back to the Premier League, will he be invited back to Elland Road? The answer is no. The answer is no. Am I okay with that? Yes, I am. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Now let's move on to a current Leeds United player and a current Leeds United left-back at that. We're going to speak about Leif Davies. I say current, he might not be soon enough because he might be joining Bournemouth on a season-long loan, or it could be a permanent. Scott Parker's Bournemouth, of course, will be one of the favourites for promotion to the Premier League this season. They inquired about purchasing Leif Davies back in January. It looks like they're coming back for a second bite of the cherry and they're going to try sign him. It looks like a deal might be done, or close to being done. It's an interesting one when you consider the fact that he's a left-back and we're short in that area. Yes, of course, we acquired the services of Junior Firpo. He's going to be number one. Everyone gets that. But why let out Leif Davies, especially when, you know, we don't have a gluttony of left-backs at the club? You know, and it also tells me the fact that we don't have many left-backs and we're light in the area, the fact that Bielsa's saying you can move him on, says he doesn't really fancy him. Apparently there's a number of under-23s. I was reading something earlier that maybe Bryce Susanna and a few others, Leif being one of them, was said, look, they're surplus to requirements, so we might see a few exits on the way. We'll have to wait and see. Reading into Graham Smith's article as well, it was very much Bielsa's happy with Stuart Dallas being his second choice left-back. Which, again, I as a fan, I'm happy with, because whenever Dallas has been at left back, I think he's been absolutely exceptional. He's just as good at right back. Like, the guy can play anywhere. What it does do, though, is mean that we need to get this centre midfielder in quick. Bielsa sees Dallas more as a centre midfielder now. I think a lot of us do. However, if there's issues at left back, he'll go in there if Firpo's injured. But then what do we do about midfield? Because we're light in that area. We need to go out and get this midfielder, and that's the next on the list for Victor Orta. we're not running out of time, but I'd like to see it sped up a little bit, guys. Just my opinion. One deal that won't be done is Nathi and Nandez. I'm putting a line through it. You've seen on the thumbnail, I've put the cross. That's it. Of course, I'll continue to bring you any sort of advancements. For me, in my opinion, the deal's not going to be done, and it looks like it never was. We're seeing so many reports that Victor Orta's in Sardinia. We're seeing that he's over at the Copa America going to meet him and take him out for lunch and all this chatter. Yet the sporting director at Cagliari, Tommaso Giuliani, says there are no concrete offers for Nathian. The truth is, no club has ever contacted us, you know, and they're looking to sell. They've come out and said, look, we could do with selling this guy. Obviously, if he stays, technically for the football team, it's a good thing. But if we were to sell him, it would help our balance sheet. It would help balance our books. So they're all for making a sale of Nathi and Nandez, but they've come out and said no clubs ever contacted us. I don't think he's on the list of potentials for Victor Orta. He's been linked previously. Remember Baron Cross saying it was the same last time. It's due to this relationship that Radrazani and Giuliani have. But yeah, Nathi and Nandez doesn't look like it's a deal that will be done. I just want to give you some information on away tickets as well, guys, for the new season. We've had something come out from one of the supporters groups that was at a meeting with Angus Kinnear, so I'm just going to quickly run through that with you. So it's been reported from this meeting that away season tickets will be retained. So those that already have away season tickets, you'll keep them. However, no new ones will be issued. And if you do not renew, that doesn't then mean that someone who's on a waiting list or wants to acquire one will be able to. Away season tickets moving forward, anyone that drops off, there'll be no more. There will be no more at this football club, okay? No away ground, remember, in the Premier League gives more than 3,000 tickets. Some are even less. And the club don't want it to be a closed shop, okay? Of course, them that have loyalty, that have gone year after year after year after year, will rightly be upset, and I understand it. But again, from my standpoint, I'm like, there's a chance I might get to a couple of away games here. And I know, look, I know if you're an away season ticket holder or you've got loyalty, you'll not be happy about that. I understand it, right? But this is how the distribution will go. First of all, you'll have away season tickets. They're signed, sealed, delivered, locked in, okay? Then it will go to loyalty. You might have had to have been like 8 games or 15 games last season. You know how it works. It'll be pitched at a level where there is a 1 in 2 chance of getting a ticket. So 50% basically, yeah? 50% of the people that qualify through loyalty will get a ticket. Okay, which then leaves still some left over. So they're then going to make some available to season ticket holders, irrespective of loyalty points. So if I've got 0 loyalty points, I still have a chance of getting a ticket. Okay, and then if you're an LUFC member, there's an opportunity for a small allocation as well. Okay, and I believe away season tickets in the Premier League are capped at £30 as well. All right. So look, am I happy about that? Yes, from a selfish standpoint. Because I'm like, there's a real chance that I could get a ticket for Manchester United away, for example. Yes, I won't have the loyalty that some of us have, but there's a small amount that will be available for those that don't have loyalty. So, yeah, I'm all for that. But I understand those that have massive loyalty, that have followed Prem down and back up again. Rightly so, they have every right to be upset as well. You can't keep everyone happy. You can't keep everyone happy. And the fact that they've given a 1 in 2 chance, I think, is decent, and then they're opening it up for more, you know. So it's always going to be a minefield, though, isn't it, for the clubs? Any sort of ticketing. I remember when it was coming out about the potential that we could go back to games and there was a chance that members might get in ahead of season ticket holders. And I was like, how dare they? How dare they? I'm a season ticket holder. How very dare you? And now the shoe's on the other foot. I'm like, it sounds like a good idea, that, actually. So naturally, you know, it is whatever tickles your pickle, really, innit? Just before we finish as well, we're going to finish on some news on JKA, Jean-Kevin Augustin, the forgotten man. If you remember, we actually had him and we still have to pay 21 million euros. We owe it to RB Leipzig. It's been reported in Germany that we still haven't made that payment. Of course we haven't. We're trying to squirm our way out of it. So we've got 21 days to lodge this appeal and then a further 10 days to give reasons for the appeal. And it's just been reported in Germany saying, look, Leeds United still haven't put the cash up. Of course we haven't. We're not going to. You're not getting your money. Can't pay. We'll take it away. They'll be coming to take Bremner's statue at summer. Two German bailiffs. Nah, that's it, Rads. Bam. We're off ski. Yeah. Look, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I enjoy making them every single day. Before you do leave, make sure you like the video, get your comments in, hit the notification bell, and of course, subscribe to the channel as well. And I'll see you in a bit. Have a mint weekend. Peace out, Leeds.